Welcome back in one of the Better Shop of Plays YouTube channel. Today is Friday, December 27th, and I'm back working on some more NBA action for the Friday slate of games. Got a pretty good slate of games on Friday. Going to be breaking down a couple games. T-Wolves going up against the Rockets, going to be one of those plays. Pacers going up against the Celtics as the other play. A couple player props, as always. A couple big men in the paint for the player props today. But let's take a look at the recap from Thursday nights. We have a sweep. Thunder -4.5. If you got them 5.5, like I did, we got lucky. We got extremely lucky. Really, everybody got lucky on this one. I thought this was going to be the easiest bet of the day. Turns out it still won, but I was sweating the entire way through. Thunder were losing this game for the majority of the game. Started out down by 12, 15 points, tied it up before the second half, before the end of the first half. Pacers went back up 7. Isaiah Hartenstein, I love the guy. I absolutely love the guy, but he was a walking mistake out there tonight. I don't know what it was. I think he was -25 on the plus minus. Whenever he went out, Thunder would cut it close. Whenever he went in, Pacers went up by 10 again. So might have just been the Pacers running whenever he's on the floor. I don't know. I couldn't watch the game. I was just watching on my phone, but I was like, every time Isaiah Hartenstein gets on the floor, they go down by 10 plus points again. So I don't know what it was in the second half, but the Thunder, they started making shots is really what it was. And they closed the game like they do every single time in close games. They close. The fourth quarter, the Thunder are one of the best teams in the NBA for a reason, and that's because they closed in the last 4 minutes of the game. They absolutely shut down the Pacers. They won the game by 6 points, and the Pacers made a layup at the very end to go to 6 points. So they had an 8-point lead. Hoping we didn't see a 3, and it was a layup. So that one did cash. Miami and the Magic under 210.5. I think it was 208.5. Actually, it didn't matter. Neither one of these teams got to 100. The Magic started the game up 21-5, and then they lost, I think, outright. I could be wrong about that, but I'm almost positive the Heat found a way to win that game. Magic, no bueno. Magic offensively are a dumpster fire. I don't know how they started off the 21 points in 6 minutes, but they only scored like 60 points in the last 3.5 quarters. So that was, I'm sure if somebody watched that game, you were bleeding from the eyes. Jordan Poole, this was awesome. Over 22.5 points, hit a 3 with 8 seconds left to beat the Hornets 113-110. He didn't score a point in the fourth quarter until the 8-second mark in the fourth quarter, so he had me sweating. Did get it done, though. Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes. He's balling out right now for Memphis. Memphis is putting up another clinic of how to score the basket. I think they have 110 points with like 4 minutes left in the third quarter, so they're probably going to score 150 against the Raptors tonight. Desmond Bane has 3 threes in the third quarter, so that one did cash. Another 4-0 day. I can get used to seeing these 4-0 sweeps. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to go on to tomorrow. T-Wolves going up against the Rockets. I do not have a spread for you. I'm going to look it up on my phone right now, but I'm going to take the under in this game because every single time I see these teams play, I feel like the under hits, and I have no data to back that up, but I have talked about the Timberwolves a lot this season. I've talked about the Rockets a lot this season, and every single time I talk about them, the message is consistent and the message stays the same, and that's that both these teams play defense. Not great offensively this season for the T-Wolves. I thought going into the season they'd be one of the best teams offensively, but Anthony Edwards has not been the answer so far in the scoring department. They need him to be like a 31, 32 points per game kind of guy. He's like a 24-point per game kind of guy. Rudy Gobert can't make a shot to save his life unless he's dunking the ball. Did you see the attempted skyhook from Rudy Gobert last night? My God. My God. He has no bag whatsoever. I like Rudy Gobert. Great defensive player. Don't do hook shots, okay? You're embarrassing yourself. The line for this game is going to be 214.5. We are going to take the under. Good thing my projected score is under that total because that would have been awkward. But I like the under in this game. If you're going to take a side, I would lean toward the Rockets because the Rockets, one, they're at home. They're very good at home. Rockets also the better scoring team. So if you're going to take a side, I would take the Rockets. I think they were -1.5. I'm going to take the under. Both these teams top 5 in defense this season. Both these teams not great at making shots from the field either. So give me the under. Under 214.5 as the play there. Next play, Pacers going up against the Boston Celtics. This game's been circled since Christmas Day. Kind of off to a rough start because I thought the Thunder were going to beat down the Pacers. They still covered the spread, but the Pacers played better than I thought they would, especially defensively. But this is a game we're going to see the Boston Celtics dominate, and I mean dominate the Pacers, coming off an embarrassing Christmas Day loss at home to the Philadelphia 76ers. Pacers off a back-to-back playing at home, now traveling to Boston. This is the back-to-back game for them. Celtics have had a couple days off since Christmas. They're well-rested. Everybody's playing. Everybody's healthy. They're at home. This is going to be an ass-kicking by the Boston Celtics. Don't be surprised they put up 130-plus points, have them right now at 135. I don't think the Pacers will be competitive in this game. The Pacers do not play defense. They played pretty good defense tonight against the Thunder, but Thunder are also not a very good shooting team this season. A lot of people don't remember that, but the Thunder, I think they still might be top 15, but I want to say they're like 11 or 12 in shooting percentage this season. Pacers do shoot the ball well, but they don't play defense. Boston does both things well. They shoot well, they play defense, they're scoring nearly the most points per game, even though Memphis is still putting up that bar at like 124 per game. But Boston, they're one of the best teams in the NBA. I would say the best team in the NBA, talent-wise at least. So I'm going to take them in a bounce back. They kind of got embarrassed on Christmas Day. They're going to get some anger out in this game on the Pacers. Give me the Boston Celtics against the spread as the play. Let me look at that line really quick as well. I've got it up right here. It is going to be Boston. The spread is not out yet. 9:15 p.m. on a Thursday night for a Friday game, and the NBA does not have a line out. Go figure. Go figure on that one. All right, let's move on to the player props. For the first player prop of the day, we're going to be looking at Victor Wembanyama to go over his total points going up against the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets this season have actually been pretty surprising. The Brooklyn Nets, if you guys remember, they were one of my teams to look out for because I do think they've got a lot of scoring, but they've had some injuries over the last several games. Cam Thomas being injured is a big one for them. It's going to be Cameron Johnson trying to lead the charge for them in this game, but nobody, and I mean nobody, can stop Victor Wembanyama. It doesn't matter if it's on the Nets or any other team. There's just nobody that can guard Victor Wembanyama. He's coming off his best performance of maybe his entire career, putting up 42 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists on Christmas Day. He shot 31 times. 31 times. If you give me Victor Wembanyama shooting the ball 31 times, you best believe I'm going to take his over total points. This one probably going to be 24.5, maybe 25.5, especially coming off that monster day. But he has scored 20-plus points in 7 consecutive, 26-plus points in 4 consecutive. This guy's been a monster, and he's been taking a lot of threes over the last couple of days, 29 in total, and he's made 6 in a row in back-to-back games, and he's made a total of 23 over the last 4 games. He is feeling himself from the outside. I'm not sure how much Popovich loves him shooting the perimeter shots, but he's been able to shoot 13-plus times from the outside in back-to-back games, so clearly he doesn't have a problem with it. I'm going to take Victor Wembanyama in this game over his total points as the first play. For the second play, I did say we're going to be banging with the bigs. We're going to be taking Nikola Jokic to go under his total points going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is going to be short, sweet, and to the point because I've already talked about Nikola Jokic this season going up against the Cavaliers. You guys know exactly what I'm going to say if you saw that video. Nikola Jokic, down low, is maybe the best scoring center in NBA history. I also said that before. I also made the conversation that Nikola Jokic should be talked about as potentially a GOAT because if he wins a couple more rings, he is technically, according to the stats, the best player for any team, whether it be the Bulls or the Cavaliers or the Lakers or the Heat, like LeBron James is on the Heat and the Lakers and the Cavs, Jordan on the Bulls. He is the best player in NBA history according to team ratings. So, if you want to talk about just overall statistics, Nikola Jokic would be the GOAT. Right now, he has 4 of the 5 best seasons all time in the NBA. I'm going to take his under total points, under 29.5 points. I've said this before about Nikola Jokic, and I'm going to say it again. Whenever he goes up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he does not play well. The trees down low for the Cavaliers have defended him well over the last several years. Nikola Jokic, over the last 13 games going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, has gone under 30 points in 12 of those 13 games. He does do extremely well in the rebounding column and the assist column, but for some reason, he does not touch 30 points. He's not touched 30 points in 12 of the last 13. He has been close. He's been close in a couple of these games, scoring 28 points, 24 points, 28 points, 27 points in the last game. But the cap is 30. He does not score 30 points going up against Cavaliers. I'm going to go off the stats on this one. Give me Nikola Jokic under 29.5 points as the final player prop of the night. Let's go to the NBA recap graphic. We're going to take the under 214.5 between the T-Wolves and the Rockets. We're going to go Boston against the spread. Play's not out yet on Thursday night. Don't know what to tell you. Victor, over his total points, probably going to be 24.5, maybe 25.5 to play there. Then Nikola Jokic under his total points, 29.5, probably what it's going to be at. I'll play the 28.5. He just doesn't score 30 points going up against the Cavaliers. I'm going to play the numbers on that one. Guys, it's going to do it for the NBA plays and props for Friday, December 27th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.